Hey everyone, happy Friday if you are watching me on today. Welcome back to my channel, Awaken Authentic Self. If you are watching me for the first time, do not forget to like and subscribe so that you can take this journey with us as we walk towards awakening ourselves. Today I would like to talk about part 2 of you are crossing over into better territory. This is the part 2 version of you are crossing over into better territory. Now, if you've already gotten into that crossover, into that land of milk and honey, where God is actually acting on your behalf, the blessings are here, the blessings are coming, right? You have been tried and true, and those enemies, who tried to humble you in the previous season, they tried to put you down, make you feel like you weren't good enough, right? They don't realize that you've already been tested by the Most High God. He made sure that you had a contrite heart so that when He handed you over the blessing, when He put you in that land of milk and honey, you will be humble. You will do not take things for granted. You will do what you're supposed to do, what God told you to do. You would be obedient with the things that God has blessed you with. And so that is why you may have needed to go through so much testing. The Bible lets us know to count it all joy when you have entered into diverse temptation. God even tested Job. And if you remember the story about Job, the devil had to go to God and tell God, God told him, well, have you tried my servant Job? He is, an upright man. And the devil said, you have a hedge of protection all around him. Let me, do my thing, pretty much. Let me go in and attack him. And let's see if Job is still your humble servant, right? And so God is having a conversation with the devil, right? Because the devil is the accuser of the brethren, right? And what you need to realize is the devil and his enemies, and your enemies, right? Which are the vessels, the children of the Satan, because there are children of Satan out here, and his demons, the whole demonic kingdom. They have to go to God, plead their case about you before they can even touch you. So before God allows a test to come, before He allows a trial season in your life, He has to, approve it. So the devil can't do nothing without God's authorization. He has to go to God first. And God allows the devil to do these things, to allow us to see when we are ready. So you have went into your crossover season, and before you got there, your enemies may have started out mocking you, making fun of you, saying that you were strange, just because they were jealous of you, because you had the glory of God all over you. And then you may have went through the phase where they actually wanted to copy you. They wanted to be like you. And, because they're just like their father, Satan. Satan tries to copy every single thing that God does because he wants to be like God. He can't be omnipresent like God. God can be everywhere at the same time. Satan cannot. So he will use his demons, right, to go and monitor God's children, see what's going on in their life, check the progress of what's going on in their life. He takes possessions of other people, his children, those vessels. Some of them don't know they're even being used. And so they want to find out information about you so that they can run to the other deep demonic network, their demonic network, and, report back to their father, Satan, about the good things that God is doing in your life so they can try to mess it up. And this is why you need to keep things to yourself until things are fully manifested, until God says it is okay, to share those blessings, to share that testimony. So they mocked you, they copied you, but here's the kicker. When you get into that crossover season, your enemies will fear you. Why will they fear you? Because every single thing that they tried to do against you, it did not work. Didn't work. No weapons that's formed against me shall be able to prosper. No weapons that's formed against you shall be able to prosper. You have stood on the word of God. You have went through warfare. You have prayed. You have become a demon slayer. And now the enemies fear you. The Bible lets us know that when the enemy comes in like a flood, God will raise a standard up against him. And so just like Joseph led the children of Israel through the wilderness and through the river Jordan, and they crossed over into that land, their enemies could not attack them. God raised a standard. He raised a flood up against their enemies. Those people behind you in that land of Egypt, your oppressors, those people that put you down, those people who talked about you, lied on you, tried to ruin your name, your reputation, everything they did backfired. Every reputation, they some of them are so stupid they don't even realize. And I hate to call people stupid, but some people just are stupid. They are so stupid that they don't even realize the reputation that they try to put on you. The people that they're trying to impress are thinking the same thing about them. See, they're not fooling anybody. They're so, reprobated mind, right, in their head, that they think that their attempts and their attacks against you is actually working. But it's actually working for you. You want to know why it's working for you? Because you went into your crossover season. And God told you. He said, he will use your enemies as a footstool. He told you he will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. And so they don't understand why on earth you did not believe those lies that they said about you, that you wasn't good enough. Why don't you believe and pay them any attention? Why is it not affecting you? Their attempts to try to ruin your peace, throw dirt on your name, everything is having a reverse effect. It is not touching you. You are in the land of milk and honey, and this is why your enemies fear you. If you got to the end of this message, I hope that you got something from this word. Please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you back here another day, God willing.